Hi there guys, it's Ross here from energizeforlife.com. Now I recently put out a request to you guys to ask me all of your most important alkaline water questions, and you guys most certainly did get back to me, and there were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of questions, and I've now thankfully answered every single one of them. Now, just like it was with my alkaline food Q&A a couple of weeks ago, there were a couple of questions that did keep coming up over and over again. So I know that if you guys were asking me those questions on the page, that there will be heaps more people that really want to know the answer to these questions. So I know you guys love it when I keep my videos short, so I'm just going to get straight into it. Now, basically, the most common questions really are all actually the same question. It's kind of 2 or 3 questions rolled into one. And that question is, what are the cheapest and quickest ways of making alkaline water? Now, the 2 ways that you've most asked me about are using lemon, squeezing lemon into the water, and then the other one is using alkaline minerals, so most commonly sodium bicarbonate, adding sodium bicarb or baking powder to the water. So I wanted to run through both of those one by one, just talk about what they are, how to make them, why they work, what the pros and cons are, and really my advice based on all of that information. So first up, lemon water. Quite simply, lemon water is as easy as being lemon squeezed into water. Basically, all you do is you get a glass of water about a pint size, so 350 to 550 millilitres, half a litre. You fill it up 2/3 to 3/4 of the way full, squeeze in a bunch of lemon. I usually use like about a quarter or a third of a lemon. Squeeze the juice into the water and then just top it up with boiling water. So what it makes is a nice lukewarm drink with lemon in it. Now, the reason why it's lukewarm is because the body actually responds better to room temperature water than it does really cold or really hot water. When you drink water that's really cold or really hot, the body actually has to use energy up to make it the correct temperature for your body. So just make it lukewarm. That also helps with, you know, the digestive system and everything first thing in the morning. It gets your metabolism started. It helps to cleanse your liver and your kidneys, and it just gets everything moving when you drink this. Now, the lemons, a lot of people think are acid. Of course, they're citric acid. Where the alkaline diet is concerned, we're not so much thinking about what the food is outside of the body. We're really thinking about what the food is once it's been consumed. So lemons, once they've been consumed, actually have an alkalizing effect on the body. This is largely because of the alkaline minerals that are contained within the lemon. It's also because lemon is one fruit that does not really contain any sugar. And that's kind of the reason why most fruits are acid forming, is not because of the nutrients that are in them. It's because they contain so much sugar, especially high sugar fruits like pineapple and banana. The really sweet ones, they're probably the best ones to avoid on the alkaline diet. So it's lukewarm water, a quarter of a lemon, squeeze it in, mix it up, drink that down, that's lemon water. So, like I say, it helps to flush the system. It's helping to hydrate you, it's alkalizing. There are some nutrients in the lemon, although it's not, you know, crazy nutrient rich. There are nutrients in the lemon that you're squeezing in there, and it does help to flush the system. And I don't know if any of you guys saw my 5-minute acid crusher video the other week, but I love to drink lemon water first thing in the morning. It just really, it's delicious, and it just flushes your body, and it really gets things moving and gets you going. And it just gets the day off really to a great start, which is what everybody wants in the morning. So the pros and cons, I mean, the pros really are that it's cheap, it's delicious, it has that alkalizing effect on the body. The cons are really, it's not so much that they're cons, it's just that lemon water isn't really your source of alkaline water throughout the day. It doesn't have that much of an alkalizing effect. It isn't acidic, which is a start, but it doesn't have an incredibly alkaline effect. It's not the same as using, for instance, an ionizer or one of the alkaline filters, or even pH drops, you know, that gets the water up to pH 9 or 9.5. It just doesn't get anywhere near that. So it is alkaline water. It's not acid water. It does have those brilliant benefits for the morning, but it's not something that you can really rely on to be your source of alkaline water throughout the day. So keep it to the mornings, or, you know, if you want to drink it throughout the day, if you want to squeeze lemon in your drinks, that's fine. I mean, I often squeeze lemon into my green drink just to give it a different flavour. But like I say, it's not really your source of alkaline water if that's what you're after. So the other method being putting alkaline minerals into the water. Now, I guess there's two ways of looking at this really. It does alkalise the water. The minerals are alkaline, obviously they're alkaline minerals, so it does help to supplement you with alkaline minerals, which I believe is quite important to do on a daily basis. So again, it's not really something that you can do sustainably throughout the day as your sole source of alkaline water. So let me explain a little bit more about it and then I'll get onto that. So really the main question that people ask is with regards to sodium bicarbonate, I guess because it's just so cheap. As a supplement, I wouldn't recommend having just sodium bicarbonate. You can get alkaline mineral supplements out there that contain a much better range of mineral. Dr. Young's contains sodium, magnesium, potassium and calcium, which is really getting a great mix, and they're all bicarbonates and absolutely fantastic. That really is a top quality supplement. pH Iron have an alkaline mineral that also contains, I think it contains zinc and a few other minerals as well, which is also a fantastic supplement. But really, they are supplements. They're meant to be used as a supplement. They're not meant to be used to treat water. My concern here is that the amount of the minerals actually needed to add to the water to make it a pH 9 or a pH 9.5. Look, I mean, you're talking a lot. So it ends up not being, if you used an actual supplement, it would just be, it's just inexpensive, it's just not worth it. If you just used like a store-bought sodium bicarbonate, the amount you'd need to use on say 3 to 4 litres of water, which is what you want to be drinking every day, it just isn't financially viable. But more importantly than that, I really, really want to discourage people from actually consuming that level of any mineral all day, every day. To me, that is just definitely do not do that. To have it once in the morning, similar to the lemon water, definitely. Like I would love it if I could just get everyone out there having a scoop of Dr. Young's 4 salts, his alkaline minerals, in 300 mils of water in the morning every day. I think it's just an incredible supplement. But that's kind of it really, that you've used it and it's done. That's all you need for the day. If you had kind of, you know, you'd be looking at kind of 20 scoops, 30 scoops to make 3 or 4 litres of water to be alkaline pH kind of 9.5. If you had that level, you'd be spending literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds every day, every month on supplements just for that purpose. And again, I just want to put out the health concern that I have with people overusing any supplement or any specific mineral or vitamin, especially if it's not for the reason that it was intended. So both of these, lemon water and using alkaline minerals, strictly speaking, do alkalise the water slightly, but I think if you're looking at them to be alkaline water treatment devices, for want of a better word, I think you're kind of looking in the wrong area. I think there's safer, much more powerful and much more cost-effective ways. So I know that might sound a little bit doom and gloom, but really look at those two things for their intended purpose, which is to be absolutely fantastic once or twice a day to just give your body an alkaline boost, flush your system, get your body moving and make you feel great. I mean, that's how you want to be using them. So to give you, I guess, a bit of a bonus that I'm totally making up off the top of my head, to kind of make this video a little bit more uplifting for you if you were looking for cheaper ways to alkalise water. There are 2 ways that I would definitely recommend. Make that 3 ways that I definitely recommend. Now, the distinction that I want to make here is between alkaline and ionised water. Now, with a water ionizer, you're obviously getting incredible filtration. and you're getting whatever level of pH you want. And again, I've said this a million times and I will get around to doing it, but a whole other discussion could be there on acid water uses because they are just incredible. But you're also getting the alkalinity at whatever level you want. From basically, a good ionizer will get you from pH 3 to pH 12. So there's all that in between. But the biggest benefit of an ionizer is that it gives you the low level ORP water, which is basically antioxidant water. Through our ionizers, I can't speak for everyone's, but through the Chansons we've measured and basically put up against a whole heap of other beverages, and the antioxidant content in ionized water is actually greater than that, than the antioxidant content in a cup of green tea. So if you can imagine you're drinking 3 or 4 litres of this every day, it's kind of, you know, you're getting that level of antioxidants into your body every single day. It's so easy to see when you think of it like that, how ionized water, when people get an ionizer, they just notice, bang, like bosh, the difference is like incredible. So with that said, that's the distinction. So alkaline water and ionized water. So the 3 methods that I'd recommend for alkaline water, I guess the first one would be pH drops. Like Dr. Young's Purify, pH Ions, pH Booster, AlkaVision, Plasma pH, Inner Lights, Prime pH. There's a few out there. They're the 4 that I'd recommend, just because whenever we see a new one, we get it in and we test it, and a lot of them do bugger all, to be honest. But those ones are good and they're safe and we trust them and we love them and we use them ourselves. So yeah, they're the ones that I'd recommend. The pros of pH drops are they'll take your tap water, if you've got tap water around pH 7, they'll get you up to 8, between 8 and 9, most definitely. Don't use more than it says. There's kind of a point of diminishing returns with them, and as with any supplement, you just can't go messing around with the stated dosage. So they're good. They get the alkaline water for you. They get the pH up. They don't give you any of the antioxidant benefits I just talked about, of course, and they don't get you the filtration either. So if you're going to use pH drops, I really recommend you get a filter as well, which kind of segues, I guess, neatly onto the alkaline water filters. These are basically filters that have the water sit in a kind of alkaline chamber as it goes through. So it filters probably a little bit slower than a Brita filter would, but it doesn't take long. But what it does is it has the water sit, once it's filtered through, it sits in a bunch of alkaline mineral stones. So it's got a decent charcoal filter on it. It filters probably about as good as a Brita, but then once it's through the filter, it's basically being infused with alkaline mineral stones. So that again raises the pH of the water from 7 to about 8.5. With that, you're getting the benefit of the filter as well, which is great. The third option is kind of one in between, and that's the alkaline stick. Now, we don't have these on Energize now, but we probably will do within a couple of weeks because we're having a bunch shipped over. So you can't see them on our site, but you probably can see them on a bunch of other sites. If you're in America, just go to chansonalkalinewater.com. If you're in Australia, go to a site that I can't remember the name of now, but I will look it up while I'm talking to you. And they're basically, it's kind of like a metal stick with those alkaline mineral balls in that I was saying are in the alkaline jugs. So you just drop that into your bottle of water wherever you are on the go. Brilliant. They're probably about 3 inches long and a circumference of like an inch or something. They're not big, but they're pretty good, and they will get the water up as well by probably 1 pH or 2 pH. So if you're starting with 7, you'll probably get it up to 8. No filter with those, but you do get alkaline water. Now, I've just noticed that I've gone on for nearly 15 minutes, so I'm going to cut this short now, and if you've got any questions, just ask them below this video. If I've decided to be a little bit lazy and make this just audio, ignore the fact that I've said video there and just leave your questions below this audio. And that's all really for me. I really hope I've been able to teach you something. I hope I've been able to give you a good idea of how you can make alkaline water and how to use the different alkaline water methods throughout the day and what to use them for, what not to use them for, and hopefully educated you a little bit about some potential pitfalls that people often come across with alkaline water. So that's it from me. Again, you can ask any questions below, or if you prefer the privacy, you can email me on ross@energizeforlife.com. And if you've enjoyed this or any of my other resources, it doesn't matter which one, it'd be awesome if you could just click the like button below this video. That makes a big difference for me. It makes me feel good, and who wouldn't want to make me feel good? Okay, so that's it for me, and I will speak to you all soon. Again, no doubt, have a fantastic weekend and stay alkaline.